everybody. Welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Bob says hi. Calista says hi. We're going to try and make this quick again tonight because Calista, of course, when we're trying to do this, is fussy again. So we're going to try and get this done. Obviously, we have Q&A. Do you want to stand back there and tell me if anybody has questions? Anybody pops up a comment with a question? So while we're waiting for you guys to jump on and ask any questions that you may have, I'm going to just talk a little bit about some stuff. So we've talked about back to school. Sent you a nice email this morning. Hi, baby. But I want to say that back to school isn't just about warding off germs. I mean, I have mentioned that, and we did mention that as part of the group. But we want our children, you know, when it comes to school, to be well. And that means mind, body, and spirit. We want to send them to school every day knowing that they're calm. What do you want, baby? We want to know that they're calm, rested, nourished, and that they have a strong immune system. I don't like this. And if they're not well, they can't learn, they can't think, and they're just not using the best of their abilities. No ma'am, we can't do that. No ma'am. And a lot of the reasons why children go to school unwell has a lot to do with, here, I'll hold her, she's going to cry. I'll hold her. She can't be crying. I'll hold her. A lot of it has to do with our food today. And it's not as easy to change our food because our food is what it is. It's the way that the government has it. And so we're now looking for alternative ways to look towards the wellness for our families, or to make our families well. You gonna play with the tablet? Antibiotics are everywhere, and hormones as well. It's in so much of the food we eat. And they're wreaking havoc on our wellness. They're wreaking havoc in our gut, and it's causing all these other issues. It kills all the good stuff that we need in our bodies to fight all of the bad stuff. And it's weakening our immune system. So that's a lot of the reasons why we are as sick as we are. In the last 20 years, there's been a 400% increase in allergies, a 300% increase in the rate of asthma, 400% increase in ADHD, and 1,500% increase in autism. It's believed that most of that is from our food, specifically the chemicals, preservatives, hormones, colors, additives, to say the least, that's in our food. And there's no simple quick fix. We need to find other ways to be well. But what does it mean to be well? And we covered that in our email this morning. We talked about how Bob and I, in our lives, take a holistic approach. It's a beyond the plate thing. We don't believe that it's just what we eat. We believe that our relationship and our relationships with others, our career, our spirituality, everything as a whole matters. And taking a holistic approach to wellness promotes living with a prevention mindset and addressing the causes of the symptoms in supporting the body that way, rather than just treating the symptoms. We get to the root cause and we fix that. And that's where we're using our essential oils. We're using them for prevention. We're treating the root cause by giving ourselves, our bodies, the nourishment that it needs to be well. We want you to know that your body is fully capable of healing itself naturally. You just need to give it the tools and the support that it needs to be able to do what it's meant to do. Every time. So becoming familiar with the qualities and the benefits of using essential oils, it's all a part of your all-around wellness, not just your immune system. Come here, baby. When you learn the powerful qualities of each oil, the blends, and doTERRA supplements that you use that you use in conjunction with the oils, you can return your body to its, natural state of wellness. So this week we've talked about nerves and the associated upset stomachs. We've talked about focus and attention. And I briefly touched on in the last video how to use essential oils for your immunity. So we've talked a little bit there about the mind and the body. And we'll talk a little bit more about immune support. But first, let's talk about what is our immune system. It is the main thing in our body that's responsible for protecting us from illness and disease. Can you wave to the camera? You wave? Its key function is our overall health. When it's functioning properly, it can distinguish between, good things and bad things and fight off the bad stuff. Every time. It's so funny. I lost my train of thought. So it can attack the bad stuff and help us stay healthy. And unfortunately, first of all, what I was saying earlier is the key things to keep a healthy immune system is nutrition, exercise, sleep, and stress reduction. Those are like the big things. And unfortunately, there's not like one key thing that's like one specific thing that can fix all of it. There's no specific food, there's no specific nutrient, there's no specific exercise, there's no magic number of sleep. And unfortunately, stress seems to be commonplace for us in our lives. But we can use things like essential oils and the supplements that doTERRA offers to help in areas where we may be lacking in nutrients or minerals or vitamins, and that will help support our immune system. And of course, exercise, and if you need help in exercise, Bob and I would be more than happy to help you. You can take some classes with us. He can create a personalized fitness program for you, whatever you want. So sleep is a big thing. I especially feel the sleep issues having a baby that's still, nursing through the night. So with each interruption in our sleep pattern comes a decrease in our body's ability to respond to the intruders and the bad stuff and fight it off to keep us healthy. So we use essential oils in our home to help us with sleeping. We use it on Callisto. We've talked about that. I talked about that in one of the other posts. I like to use Serenity and lavender in a roller ball, and I roll it on her feet at night and up and down her spine. And we also diffuse a blend of lavender and Serenity in the diffuser at night to help us to sleep. Other oils for sleep: sandalwood, clary sage, balance, and breathe, along with Serenity and lavender, like I mentioned. The last thing is stress. So when we get stressed, we release the hormone cortisol, and that depresses our immune system and again makes us susceptible to illnesses. So a lot of emotionally grounding oils that are great for assisting with stress reduction are arbor vitae, sandalwood, past tense, balance, geranium, patchouli, and vetiver. Again, I intended for Bob to help me with this, but it is what it is. We're working as a team here. So I wanted to go back now to how we can use the essential oils for just like our general immunity. And in the first video on Monday, I talked about On Guard Thyme and Wild Orange. So I wanted to elaborate a little bit on that and tell you how these oils help you with your immunity. So On Guard is doTERRA's protective blend. It kills germs and airborne pathogens. It's immune boosting. It's great for colds and flus, strep, staph, and cough. It supports a strong immune system to combat viral and bacterial threats in the body. Thyme, yes, thyme like that you cook with. You can also cook with thyme. That is an analgesic. Am I saying that wrong?
Analgesic.
Analgesic. It sounds weird. An antioxidant, an antiviral, and an expectorant. So in Greek, it means to fumigate. It is also one of the most potent antioxidants of the essential oils. It's good, again, for colds and flus, respiratory issues, and fatigue. Wild orange is a carminative, which means it's an anti-flatulent. So that means it's great for digestive issues. It's also an antiseptic and an immunostimulant, so it stimulates your immune system. So how awesome is that? The Chinese use the orange peel to treat colds and coughs, and I touched on this in the last video too, that these essential oils, depending on what they come from, can come from any part of the plant or fruit. And specifically with the orange and the lemon and the lime, it comes from the peel or the rind, the most bitter part. And that is the part that the Chinese use for colds and coughs. Wild orange is also great. You got your babies. Wild orange is also great for heartburn, sluggish bowels like digestive issues, colds, lack of energy, regeneration, and digestive upset. And just a refresher, so a lot of ways that we can use these oils for our immune system is, one, you can diffuse them. You can also inhale them. So balance, even though it's not an immune thing, it's just something I shared in one of the other posts that I like to do every day, is put a little bit of balance on my hands, and I inhale deeply. And I also, and this is part of the stress reduction part, at least for me, and something that I teach in my yoga practices, is to stop and take that pause. And so when you rub an oil on your hands and you go to inhale it from your hands, that's a perfect moment for you to just pause in your life. Inhale, pause, take a moment, close your eyes, tune everything out, and just breathe and relax.
Ring, ring, ring. That's the tone. It's your best friend calling. You better pick up the phone.
So sorry. So you can use this with all of the oils. I mean, some of the oils need to be diluted. We can get into that. That's not, this video is not for that. But put them on your hand and inhale them in and take them that way. I'm so sorry. Had to turn the monitor off. You can use them internally, so you can drop a drop under the tongue. You can add it to your water. I actually saw a video today where I was doing some research for you guys where some people drop it on their hand and then lick it off. I don't understand the point of that, but whatever you gotta do to get it in, you know, I say do it. And you can, see, I said aromatically, topically, so you can take a lot of these blends and dilute them and make your own roller balls. Let's see, I have my own roller ball of cheer. Some of mine are already pre-diluted. My roller balls that I've made myself, I have in my work bag that I take to work with me, but you can just put a few drops in a roller ball. You can buy the roller balls. There's several different places you can buy them from, and just put a few drops in and top it with fractionated coconut oil, and you can roll it on the bottoms of your feet, at your pulse points, on the back of your neck. I use Deep Blue on my jaw for when I clench my jaw. There's just so many uses that you can use these, and they can support you not only for your immune system, but for your whole body, for your whole system. Let me see. I'm doing this on my own now. Almost done. Alright, so I hope that you guys were able to see this video. I guess I can say I'm a little disappointed not to have any questions, but maybe that means that I'm being thorough. I don't know. There hasn't been a whole lot of interaction in this group, so I don't really know how everybody's feeling, how everything's going. So if you're watching the replay of this video, if you can just comment on the bottom how you feel, if I'm covering everything for you, if I'm not, what we can do for you. We're halfway, so if you're not getting what you want, we have 2 more days to make sure that we get everything covered that you need. If you're not comfortable questioning it in the group where everybody can see, please feel free to message us at the Zendan page, and one of us will be happy to answer your questions as soon as possible. All right. Well, you guys have a good night. I kept it to about 15 minutes like I wanted, so that's great. And I look forward to, doing the rest of this with you guys this week and chatting with you for our final video Friday evening. Have a good night. Bye-bye.